Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. My name is Adrian. We're playing some blasting zombies, where we are going to blast some zombies. I don't like this opening yet. We're gonna mulligan. We're mono black, so there's no reason for us to have 5 things. So yeah, opponent finally is responding to us and was like, please don't drop. Yes. And I think we keep this hand. It's not good. It's not good, but it's better than what we had. And Colossus. Colossus, you can go on top of the library. I think you're okay. Not amazing, not an amazing. We don't have an aggressive opening hand. We don't have an aggressive start, but we have a start. We have a start. And going to our turn. Swamp ship to our opponent. Super fast, super easy. So fast and so easy, you guys might think how it's actually even possible. Well, you click on cards and you hit 6. Professional playing on MTGO, I know. And City of Brass and a Mountain. Are we playing against Hollow One? Possible. Might not be Hollow One. I think we go Rotting Rats, Pitching Rats. I think that's the way it's going to go. I think that's the game plan. And then we're going to play Diregraf. I mean, this goes 2 ways, right? One is Rotting Rats, Diregraf Colossus. So, yes. I think if we pitch the rats, we get Diregraf Colossus, gets bigger. If we pitch skeletons, yeah, I think it's Rotting Rats. That's the card we're going to discard. Waiting for our opponent to decide what card he's going to discard. Ship it to our opponent's turn. The reason why I did this, the reason why we're pitching him, is one, we're going to play Diregraf Colossus. He's going to come in with a +1/+1 counter on him, which is cool. And then we are going to probably, the turn after, bring back rats. We get a zombie, yada yada yada. Life is grand. Pyromancer. No. So it might be Mardu Pyromancer, or is it Pyromancer, or potentially mono red Pyromancer? Highly unlikely mono red Pyromancer. Okay. More swamps. Swamps are not really what we want. The one downside about playing this guy for this... Oh, I should have swung in with this guy. He wouldn't have blocked. Would not have blocked. So, we swing in. Actually, who has Teamer Battle Rage in a Pyromancer deck? Is it Death Shadow Pyromancer? Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh, he would have actually... Huh, surprising. Oh, mutagenic growth. Makes it bigger. It's fine by me. Mostly because this guy's going to die. Go to the graveyard. The next turn we're probably going to go doop doop. Doubles. And doubles it up. Based on making our opponent discard as many cards as we are discarding. And we can discard Reassembling Skeletons because we can play it at the graveyard. We also get a bunch of zombies out of this. So, Metamorphose. Interesting. Can ship it actually through to our opponent's turn. So he's going to get a bunch more elementals, which is fun. And he gets to draw a card. Okay, so it does look like it's probably Izzet Pyromancer. What Teamer Battle Rage is being used for, I don't know yet. I mean, I guess there's a few things it could be getting used for. He may have, or he probably has, Bedlam Reveler in his deck, which is, you know, a nice big creature. Yeah, there goes the bolt. Should have saw that coming. That was the whole reason why I was like, maybe I don't actually. Maybe I should have attacked first. Should have attacked first with the Rotting Rats. Let him do the block kill thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, too late now. And I think we run out this guy. If he has another bolt, then he's in a good spot. If he doesn't, we have a chump blocker for days. And yes. This deck, I will say, there's a couple cards in it that I'm like this on right now. Reassembling Skeletons is one of them. Reassembling Skeletons get like some awesome value once you have like things up and running. And obviously, Reassembling Skeletons should be and would be replaced with Bloodghast, which is a zombie. You block. I guess I go U-block here, even though I'm pretty sure you have another mutagenic growth. Or a lightning bolt. Or both. Okay, so he's going to Metamorphose, trying to draw into something. It's a lot of elementals, I'm not gonna lie. What else? What else you got? And the mutagenic growth. There you go. Surprise. Not that surprising, but surprise. Unfortunate, but not that surprising. I mean, I don't think he would have attacked in if he didn't have mutagenic growth. And we are in a really bad spot, like really bad spot. So I think we run out skeletons, rotting rats. Ugh, bad spot for us. Izzet Pyromancer is definitely a difficult deck for us to play around. Mind you, it looks like he's also using just getting green mana from this instead of paying 2 life from that. So it's kind of like a 3-color deck, technically. And we're discarding our swamp. We have enough land for days. And then I guess we swing in with the rats. I mean, what else are we gonna do with it? What else are we gonna do with it? Answer is not much. And I think our opponent has us. Our opponent might not actually have us dead next turn. We're gonna be close to dead, but not technically dead. Because we what? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Block something. Realistically, this guy. Ooh, trading here. So we have a 2-turn clock. 2-turn clock for us. We draw or we die. That's our options at this time. Likely our opponent will actually play the last cards in his hand, both of them if he can. Otherwise, we're probably going to Rotting Rats again. Boop. More stuff. What we need at this time... Ooh, Swift Spear. I guess Teamer Battle Rage on like a Swift Spear seems pretty decent. Especially if you can get other things up and running. You have 1 card in hand. So I guess you just go here. Skeletons. Oh yeah, this is Declare Attacker Space. Now we're on blockers. Here you go. Skeletons go there. We take, what, 6, 7, realistically going to be like 9? Or 8? Because he's probably likely going to play... He has something. He's got to have something in his hand. It's yet another mutagenic growth. Super fun times for us. I mean, how many mutagenic growths can he have in the deck? Answer is 4. Zulaport Cutthroat. You're not terrible. Not amazing, but not terrible. I think we go Rotting Rats again. And I mean, I'd love to play the Reassembling Skeletons, but we just don't have. We just don't have it. Just don't have it. Everyone has said, "Oh, I see what's going on there." He's seeing our deck working at its minimum potential awesomeness right now. So here we go. Go Gadget. He's likely. I think we're done. Okay, might be going to game 2. I think. Yeah, opponent takes the whopping 1 damage, and unfortunately this guy gets exiled, so it doesn't even trigger this thing, which is unfortunate for me. Okay, GG game 2. GG game 2. Conceding. I throw the opponent by the way, on my other screen is where I put actual chat thing, so you guys don't have to see it like hovering, because I see some people that have like all the way on this side of the thing. It's like right above me. All of this is all words. It's all words. Ratchet Bomb 100% comes in. Traverse the Mind. I don't know if we need Traverse the Mind. I mean, it doesn't seem terrible. Go for the Throat. I think you need to come in. We need more removal. Killing Wave seems fun. Duress seems fun. What comes out? Lord of the Accused, you can come out. Nantuko Husk, you are just slow in this matchup. Blasting Station, you're fine. Diregraf Colossus, you're fine. Smugglers Copter, you are also very slow. So slow, in fact, I'm taking you all out. No Smugglers Copters. No one wants you. Victim of Night. Oh, So we have Victim of Night, which is fine in this matchup. Zulaport Cutthroat, Rotting Rats, Reassembling Skeletons. I think that's what we run it back as. Killing Wave is the only one I'm really kind of like on the fence about. The only one I'm really on the fence about. I guess it's another way of us dealing with all his tokens. And then go for the throat because we need more spot removal for stuff. Okay. We're going to be on the play this time, not on the draw. So, we are going to play first. This is a good opening hand. Let's keep this. Not an amazing opening hand, but a good opening hand. So, it's basically going to be Gravecrawler first turn. So, bam, bam, Gravecrawler. Go. Ship it to our opponent. Gravecrawler is like the best zombie in this current situation here. So, one day, this deck will be upgraded. I'll do a better version of it. I feel like this is another, like, perfect deck for, like, you know, this deck goes to Janktown and we can, like, upgrade it to, like, its maximum awesome potential. Because it's just, like, it's fun and it's just almost there, but not quite there. Just almost there. Not quite there. And again, removal stuff is going to be good because we're going to have to get rid of his, like, Pyromancers as soon as possible. Okay, going to our turn. Our turn looks like land. Bleh. Thanks, land. Thanks for coming out. I like land. Who doesn't like land? Ship it to our opponent's turn. Realistically, I do like land. I mean, especially these, like, cool full art lands. Zendikar lands are awesome, but I just don't want 5 lands, especially not in this deck. Actually, like, 5 lands in this deck's not bad. Just so you don't want them all in the first turns. I'd rather have played something on turn 2 rather than done that. Thing in the Ice. You're gonna go away. No thanks for Thing in the Ice. Nah, Thing in the Ice comes to play, and we go for its throat. Goodbye, Thing in the Ice. Okay. I thinking we go Gravecrawler, swing for faces, play Zulaport Cutthroat, ship it to our opponent's turn, and see what he has to say about that. Probably like nothing. He's probably like, yeah, sure, okay, I get it. I get it. I see what you're doing. Unfortunately, I'm playing Zulaport Cutthroat in this deck, but I feel like I really should be running Blood Artist. I think I was running Zulaport Cutthroat originally over Blood Artist because, 1, it can attack in and do a small amount of damage if need be, and 2, it's technically able to, well, not technically, it's able to crew Smugglers Copter if we want to play Smugglers Copter. Smugglers Copter is good because it allows us to filter and throw cards in the graveyard when we need to do this. Exactly. I think it's Victim of Night. Yeah, goodbye. Thanks for coming, but goodbye. Followed up by a Ratting Rats, which we pitch our Swamp, which we're fine with. Opponent pitches a card. Pitches a Seer Visions. Unfortunate choice for our opponent. Attack with all creatures, go to our opponent's turn. And we are at a gasoline. We have no gas left. We are out. We are literally swinging with our mediocre series of events here. Again, the other thing about this deck, again, we need more zombies in it, and reassembling skeletons, and yeah, there's a bunch of things in this deck. If I want to redo this deck. Now that I'm playing it, I'm like, I want to redo this deck. It has a lot of potential. I just don't think I have the critical mass of zombies in it. So what ends up happening is you don't quite have enough stuff to, like, trigger Gravecrawler. You don't quite have enough stuff for, like, Diregraf Colossus to be really super valuable. I mean, it's valuable enough. It's easy to get a zombie into our graveyard, but he's not amazingly, valuable. Or when we play a zombie, it doesn't. We don't generally draw enough zombies. So one day. Swamp. Well, might as well. I guess we should have actually technically attacked and then played the swamp. Bad sequencing on my part. Terrible player, guys. Leave in the comments how bad a player I am. Please, Adrian, you suck at Magic, but you make fun decks, so we're gonna keep watching your channel. That's what happens, right? That's what people say. That's how I feel sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Why would I lie about that? Zulaport Cutthroat. Unfortunate, but true. We get to drain our opponent for a life, though. Opponent's down to 8 already. Just slowly grinding our opponent down here. Slowly. And then we also technically, he's losing life whenever he uses City of Brass as well. There is the Taylor Swift Spear. Monastery Swifting of Spear. My favorite of spears. Just like Britney Swift Spear. No, it's a really bad joke, FYI. And I think we just attack with both. I mean, if he wants to trade, he trades. We can literally play either of these from the graveyard. So I'm okay with that. So see what our opponent says. I feel like he might block here, but then we'll just play it out of our graveyard. And he has to play something. He doesn't. You don't just sacrifice your Monastery Swiftspear. It's a fool's game to sacrifice your Monastery Swiftspear. Does our opponent sacrifice it? Ooh, our opponent lets it go. So we'll play it. Play the Gravecrawler. And we'll play yet another Gravecrawler. And then run it to our opponent. See what he has to say. We have lethal on board next turn. Does he have the beans? By beans, I mean a response to our lethal on board. The answer is Game 3, GG. Opponent scooping it up. Woot is the word I'm saying. Okay, go to sideboard. Again, let's think. Everything we put in works. I mean, Reign of Tears technically can be good, but I think it's too slow. Yeah. Again, Ratchet Bomb I think is going to be good. Victim of Night. Having enough removal is, I think, going to be good. Yeah, I mean, Reassembling Skeletons. Yeah. I think we just run it back as is. I think it is a completely viable deck at this exact time. Against Izzet Pyromancer. When I was playing, by the way, Izzet Pyromancer has a nice, small hatred-shaped spot in my heart. Because I just got completely annihilated against it like 3 times when I played at the GP Toronto last one. Just because I was playing Eldrazi Taxes, and Eldrazi Taxes is a very bad matchup for Izzet Pyromancer. So, yeah. I'm kind of like, no, not too excited about this deck. I mean, I think it's a cool deck. Don't get me wrong. I would love to play it, but I'm not too excited to play against it. That being said, I think our... this is keepable. It's not a very good opening hand, but it's keepable. I will say, though, I think the Izzet Delver deck that I did can really easily shift into this deck. So I might revisit that one also soon. I say I'm just going to revisit all these decks. Revisit every single deck. I might revisit that one in the near future, strictly to make it more of an Izzet Pyromancer deck. So really focus more on that stuff. Rotting Rat seems fun, but I think Duress seems more fun. So duressing our opponent, see what they have, and see what we want to get rid of. So Spell Pierce sucks. Sucks a lot. This card gives me nightmares. Metamorphose also gives me nightmares, slightly. None of these are very fun for me. Our opponent is stuck on 1 land, by the way. Oh, our opponent's stuck on 1 land. Why did I take Metamorphose? Should have taken, by the way, I should have taken Opt. Should have taken Opt. Opponent's stuck on 1 land. He's just going to play Opt to see if he can try and find something. Should be playing Opt to see if he can find another land. No, he's going to play Monastery Swiftspear, getting in more attacking. Which, I mean, that's fine for us, I guess. I mean, we're probably going to play Rotting Rats. Okay, so opponent's swinging in for 2. Where do we go? We're Rotting Rats, pitching Reassembling Skeletons, I guess? Might as well. I mean, obviously, we could pitch Diregraf Colossus. If we pitch Diregraf Colossus, then this guy actually comes in as a bigger threat. Might actually be the better way of going. Yeah, we're going to go that way. I know, obviously, we can pitch Reassembling Skeletons. And this is the lack of synergy this deck is having, where I want to pitch the Skeletons because I can play the Skeletons out of the graveyard. But I want to pitch the Diregraf Colossus because he makes more Skeletons for me. So it's double-edged sword, if you will. So Spell Pierce goes away. Opponent decides he doesn't want it. He can want Opt instead. So our opponent has an Opt and a Kiln Fiend in hand. I mean, playing Opt is really good for him. Mind you, we're probably going to just chump block with Rotting Rats. Because then we play Diregraf Colossus, comes in as a 4/4. Which seems pretty freaking rad. Okay. So toss some rats that just happen to be rotting in front of a Monastery Swiftspear. And then let our opponent play Opt, making them bigger. Which is fine, so we take 2 damage from here. Which is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. House is not on fire. Building's not on fire. Opponent stuck. Turn 3 and our opponent's still stuck on 1 land. Ouch. Ouchosaurus Rex. Does he? And he didn't draw into another land. That is a rough keep. Okay, well, we're going to go Diregraf Colossus. Comes in as a 4/4. And then when we start playing zombies, which we can play another Rotting Rats, technically, we get 2/2 zombies, which is pretty fun. Shipping it to our opponent's turn. This might be the point where we turn it around. Might be. Fingers crossed. Opponent decides to still swing in with both. He might have a Lightning Bolt in hand. Which means we will go here anyways. Fingers crossed. Come on. Mutagenic Growth. Interesting. Okay, well, that's the thing. Did not expect our opponent to have Mutagenic Growth. If I didn't block, what would happen here? It would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, unfortunately, we lose our Diregraf Colossus. It's actually extremely unfortunate. But he kind of has to waste it on this guy, on this lady, this girl. And only does 2 damage to our faces. Zulaport Cutthroat. Coming on in. Coming in hot. And then I think we go Reassembling Skeletons. Yeah. Reassembling Skeletons. Because now we can just chump block and drain our opponent, which seems pretty rad. Seems pretty freaking rad. Also, next turn we can theoretically throw Gravecrawler down as well. We can also Rats tossing Gravecrawler. Okay, our turn. So we go blocking. We don't do anything to the Zulaport Cutthroat, largely because we kind of want to be able to drain our opponent a little bit. So we don't lose any life, but our opponent technically loses life. Which I'm okay with. That seems fun to me. Seems fair. Seems reasonable. Hey, there's Kiln Fiend. Opponent finally found another land. And Swamp for us, I think we go... Gravecrawler, Reassembling Skeletons, Rotting Rats. Just literally just replay everything. So, Rotting Rats, making our opponent discarding a card. We don't have any cards to discard, which is fine for us. We will attack him with this guy, though. We're basically just trying to force our opponent to get rid of cards at this point. So there's Kiln Fiend. There's nothing left in our opponent's hand for us to see. We have seen everything that goes. So 3 cards. I bet anything of this he doesn't want to get rid of. Ooh, Young Pyromancer. That's a hard one to get rid of. Okay. And we just attack with the Rotting Rats. Which we're okay with. Oh, it exiles itself. But if he blocks it, it dies. So he takes a damage. Either he takes a damage from it this way or he takes damage from it this way. So he's going to take a damage from it straight up. We don't gain life. Which is fine. It is exiled. And I think we're going to play Reassembling Skeletons on his turn. And if he attacks him with everything, we have to, for the record, we must throw Gravecrawler. Oh, the Gravecrawler can't block. Do we have lethal technically if he plays a spell? So it's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Might as well play this guy while we're at it. Might as well Reassembling Skeleton. He can't block, but it's a thing that we can do. We could theoretically block with Zulaport Cutthroat, but I'd rather not. So does our opponent play a spell? For technically, him not playing is actually a better play, because he's not going to do lethal to us this turn. What is that? Deals 3 damage to our creature. Interesting. So he kills our Zulaport Cutthroat. We still gain 1 life and lose 1 life. And then he deals a bunch of damage. What do we do? How do we get out of this? And Mutagenic Growth, I think that is lethal. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It is not 1 off. 1 off from lethal. So he needs another spell, which I don't Oh, he does have lethal. Oh, then. 9. Oh, 9. Yeah, sorry. Mutagenic growth also does 2 damage. So, not quite fast enough against Izzet Pyromancer, but it was a good match. I think if we drew some better stuff, it would be pretty rad. Until next time, though, my name's Adrian. This is Giant Monster Games. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to game like a giant monster.
Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.